There comes a moment in a man's life when God interrupts comfort. Scripture shows us this pattern again and again. Abraham was settled when God called him to leave his land. Moses was hidden in Midian when God spoke from fire. David was tending sheep when the prophet arrived. God does not call men when they are comfortable. He calls them when they are willing. If you feel unsettled, restless, or dissatisfied with shallow living, it may not be weakness. It may be the Spirit of God stirring something deeper. Comfort produces silence, but calling produces conviction. God does not raise warriors in ease. He raises them in obedience. The Bible says, "Many are called, but few are chosen." The call is heard by many, but only those willing to lay themselves down answer it fully. When God calls a man, He does not ask for talent first. He asks for surrender. The call is not to success. It is to transformation. If you feel the weight of responsibility pressing on your soul, do not flee from it. That pressure may be the hand of God shaping you. Before God ever uses a man publicly, He calls him privately, and that call changes everything. No man is forged without fire. Scripture never hides this truth. Joseph was called, then betrayed. David was anointed, then hunted. Jesus himself was led into the wilderness before his ministry began. Fire is not punishment. It is preparation. The Bible declares, "When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you." God does not remove the fire. He walks with His chosen through it. Fire reveals what is false and strengthens what is true. Many pray for God to remove hardship, but God often uses hardship to remove pride, fear, and weakness. Gold is refined by fire. Steel is strengthened by pressure, and faith is purified through trial. If you are walking through loss, rejection, or unseen struggle, understand this. God is not absent. He is present, refining. The fire that threatens to break lesser men is the same fire God uses to forge His warriors. Do not despise the furnace. What survives it will last forever. Jesus spoke plainly. "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." There is no Christianity without death to self. The cross is not symbolic comfort. It is surrender. God cannot build a warrior who clings to ego, sin, or control. Before a man can carry authority, he must first lay down ambition. Before he can lead, he must kneel. The strongest men in Scripture were first broken before God. This death is not the end. It is the beginning. Paul wrote, "I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. What dies is pride. What rises is purpose." God strips away false strength so that true strength can remain. The man who dies to self no longer seeks approval, applause, or validation. He stands firm because his identity is rooted in God alone, and that kind of man cannot be shaken. The world does not need more passive men. It needs men who stand when others bow. Scripture says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you." A warrior of God is not defined by aggression, but by conviction. He does not bend truth to fit culture. He does not shrink when mocked. Like Daniel, he prays even when it costs him. Like Joshua, he declares, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Strength in God is quiet, disciplined, and immovable. It is the ability to stand alone if necessary, trusting God more than the approval of men. When the world celebrates compromise, the man of God chooses obedience. You were not called to blend in. You were called to stand out. Light is most visible in darkness, and God is raising men who will carry His truth without apology. When the fire has done its work, when pride has died, and when obedience has been proven, God raises the man He has forged, not for his glory, but for God's. This man walks with humility but carries authority. He speaks less but stands firmer. His faith is not loud, it is unbreakable. He knows who he serves, and he fears God above all else. Scripture says, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles." Strength is renewed not by striving, but by surrender. If you feel called, refined, and tested, do not turn back. You are not being destroyed. You are being shaped. God is forging something eternal in you. Stand firm, endure, obey. Because when God finishes His work, the world will not see a weak man. They will see a warrior forged by God.